I'm gonna save Toriumi, and then I'm gonna save because I saved Yuko, I'll be saving Alice. So that means that, oh god, wait, wouldn't that get weird? Hold on. If Alice lives only in the dream, and then Yuko's like the reality version, and I'm in love with the dream version, I'm not in love with Yuko. God, this is getting weird. I mean, I thought about it, but like, Jesus. As the hospital room dream collapsed, Alice, not Yuko, was standing in the plaza in front of the station. Yeah, that's not gonna work no more. I mean, it did, though. She had a vague idea of what was going on, but only a vague one. She and Yuko were certainly the same and connected, but right now, they didn't know what was going on with each other. They were like people on the phone with one another, but the connection was weak at the moment. Yeah, we're not really on the same page. At any rate, Yuko was trying to rewind everything to a place before Toru and Maya could interfere. Dude, Maya's my partner in crime. Alice just had to distract them while Yuko did that. But she didn't know how to distract them, so she was wandering in front of the station by herself. It was so quiet there. The silence almost made her ears hurt. It was like a ghost town. I hate when things are too quiet. I get that. Oh, no sooner had she murmured that. Oh god. With a whoosh, something thicker than a dictionary cut in from the side. Oh, Jesus. Alice quickly bent over to avoid it. Kaiko, I know, I say her name wrong, but it's great, who had swung her guitar, clicked her tongue. A king. You She's got a point. Really, a guitar is a multi-purpose tool. Kaiko knows. Said Kaiko casually, her guitar still dangling from her hands. Alice put some distance between them so she wouldn't get hit. Why are you doing this? Damn! Thank you. Alice suddenly realized this was Kaiko's dream. The world of solitude that Kaiko wanted or wished for. Solitude so deafening that it nearly made your ears hurt. Shit, you're right. This is what it was like. That's where Kaiko dreamed of playing her guitar. That's the plan. Thanks, Maya. While Toru was with Yuko, drawing her attention, Maya was flying around to different dreams and rewriting them. She had made the girls remember that they had been made to forget in order to repeat the cycle. Ooh. And she told them the current situation. She had rewritten the conclusion, and at the end she'd said, yes, the backup. This was Kaiko's dream. In other words, the dream where she was together with Toru. Oh, shit. Yeah. Alice was so surprised at how confident Kaiko was as she said this. She didn't come up with a response. Guaranteed, actually.
私、覚えてるんですよ。全部、今までの夢のこと。人に夢を勝手に決められることがどれだけ嫌かとか、それが余計なお世話かって。稽古は、この夢に未練はないの？あるに決まってるじゃないですか。
Yeah, like what?
なんで？でも夢です。それにこんな夢、いつまでも続けていられません。
We taught her that!
私、覚えてるって言いましたよね、鳥海先輩。私は、優子そのものじゃないけどね。
Technically you are, but we're not gonna get into that fucking bundle of worms.
だけど、鳥海先輩でもあるんですよね。一人であの病室にいて、学校にほとんど来てない。その通りなんだけど、そう言われると私すごいかわいそうな子みたいじゃない？
Well, how else are we supposed to word it?
なんだかかわいそうの意味が違う気もしますけど、そのかわいそうな先輩はこのままじゃいつまでも、いえ、最後までそこにいるんですよね。
Jesus.
それ、
Not the end.
それが一番嫌です。
Keiko said this more bluntly than anything else she had so far.
夢が誰かの手のひらの上なのも、繰り返すのも、先輩の気持ちがあっちこっちに向かっていることよりも、鳥海先輩がこのまま終わっていくのが嫌です。
Yeah, we can't have her end. We can't just have it play out like this.
稽古。覚えてますよ。鳥海先輩が学校で私の相手をしてくれたことを。
Keiko had been made to forget that in the dreams. So even when she saw Alice, she didn't remember Yuko, but once Keiko woke up, she remembered clearly.
私があんなままでも学校に行ってたのは先輩のおかげでもあるんですよ。
Oh, would you look at that?
自分だって一人ぼっちだったからかもしれないし、気まぐれかもしれないけど、声をかけてくれて、世の中くだらないって言いながら、私の言ってることなんてわがままだって言ってくれて。
The world is pretty stupid.
それでもいろんな話をしてくれて、先輩のこと好きだったんですよ。
Keiko poured her heart out. You don't normally see this. Her words stabbed deep into the Yuko part of Alice like a knife. It was like her own unsuitability towards the outside world was being thrown in her face.
まあ、私がそう思う以上に自分で自分のことを嫌ってるから、外に出るのが嫌なのかな。
She thought objectively, even though it was about herself.
だから鳥海先輩、こんな夢、先輩に頼んで終わらせてもらいましょう。
I'm damn well determined to do it. Keiko grabbed Alice's clothes.
それで目を覚ましましょうよ。お見舞いだって行きます。ちゃんと覚えているところで会いたいですから。稽古。
Aww. Keiko's gaze grew sullen. Alice reached out her hand, meaning to pet Keiko's head. But then she realized. She got the feeling she had seen this before. During Christmas. Keiko wasn't crying. Keiko was only pragmatic about things you'd rather she wasn't. Grabbed Alice's hand and collar, trying to take hold of her. But Keiko was thrown back. Oh. Jesus Christ. Alice was one half the master of the dream. She erased the fact that she had been caught and quickly moved away from Keiko. God, this is powerful. Seeing this, Keiko clicked her tongue.
卑怯も何も。私が何か言ったところでアリスさんが、わかった。なんて言うわけがないのも分かってますから。
Right, smack her upside the head with the guitar. With the guitar.
いや、今正直結構グラッと来てたけど。その程度ですか。やっぱり揺さぶるんじゃなくて、全部倒すのは先輩に頼まないとダメですね。
I'm good at that.
なんでトールじゃないとダメなのかな。好きな人の言葉って他のことがどうでもよくなるんです。知ってました？
Oh. Alice's face went red.
それだって全部あなたがこの夢で私に教えてくれたことです。
Oh, I was gonna say that. Kaiko added.
私にできるのは揺さぶることだけ。とどめは間違いなく追い詰めた先輩が指してくれます。なんでそう言えるの？信じてますから、先輩のこと。
Oh! Kaiko gave a provocative but refreshed looking smile.
あの人おせっかいですから、それにしつこいし、あと諦め悪いですから。
Describes Toru in a fucking nutshell, dude. Alice knew that all to be true. She had seen it over and over. Now she resented Yuko. While Yuko erased Toru's memories, what had she tasked Alice with doing? Oh, Jesus, no. Don't take me. Oh! I love when it fades to black and you're just like, oh god, where am I going? Enveloped in a white nothingness. I fell from the bed to the usual area in front of the station. Oh. A ways away, Hirasaka and Alice were facing one another. Hello! I'm here! Even though I'd just gotten here, I could sense the tension between them. Dude, that's like, you could cut that tension with a knife. A butter knife, in fact. But it only lasted a moment. As soon as Alice spotted me, she took off running. Alice! I chased after her, but I couldn't catch up because... Oh, Jesus. Alice pushed open a door that appeared to lead to nothing and jumped into it. I hesitated as I passed Hirasaka.
大丈夫です。追いかけてください。
Thanks, Kaiko. I love you too. Are you sure about that?
言いたいことは言いましたし、先輩がどうにかしようとしてるのはわかりますから。
Hirasaka was gazing downward to avoid looking me in the face. I slowed down and started to approach her.
いいから言ってください。
I was gonna say, she's gonna yell at you to just go. Hirasaka!
アリスさんのことが大事なんでしょ？早く言ってください。
Now you get your ass over there. And you damn well save her! Her words made me take a step back. Still looking down, I could see tears in her eyes. Aw.
いいんです、私は。十分幸せでしたから。ちゃんと先輩は私の面倒を見てくれましたから。
God, it all hurts. I finally realized. The Hirasaka here was the Hirasaka whose side I had been by. Yup. A deserted town, a quiet world. I remembered it. But I'm
謝ったりしたら許しませんよ。
Okay. She cut me off.
アリスさんを捕まえて何をしようとしてるのか知りませんけど、全部片付いたらその時にまた。
Hirasaka started to say something more, but she held her tongue.
早く言ってください。
This hurts, I'm telling you. Alright. There was nothing I could say. I felt a sense of guilt, but I couldn't stop just because of that. Are we gonna see the other two too? Oh no, that's gonna hurt even more. I'm going! Hirasaka!
何ですか？
I'll see you later. That's the best I got. Not looking back, I went to where Alice had disappeared and pulled a key out of my pocket. The best key. It was that sweet nightmare key. I inserted it into the air as a brilliant light outlined the shape of the door in front of me. Reflecting on how the dream was getting more and more sloppy and dreamlike, I pushed open the door. Oh, Jesus. Hello? I was able to land on the ground without losing my footing. Maybe because I had jumped.
あら、トール。思ったより遅かったのね。
Oh, God. You're doing this to me, aren't you? Club Prez. Club Prez acted like we had just run into each other in the hallway. When I looked around, I saw that this was indeed the school hallway. By the way, Have you seen Alice?
こっちに来たみたいだから私も探してるところなんだけど。
Okay, good. Club Prez took off walking and I followed her.
ところでトール、なんでアリスを探してるの？
To end the stream. Club Prez gave me a suggestive look out of the corner of her eye. Easy to understand actions like this were all an act coming from Club Prez. The real Club Prez wouldn't so readily show that her attention had been piqued. What's wrong?
いいえ、別に。なんでもないわ。
By the way, Club Prez, why are you searching for Alice? She hesitated a little.
この夢を終わらせるために。
We're all on the same page. But her reply was clear. That's...
私たちも覚えてるの。分かってるのよ。この夢が繰り返してたってことくらい。
Her slightly accusatory tone caused my chest to ache.
トールがサキちゃんを選んだ夢。私を選んだ夢。稽古を選んだ夢。誰も選ばなかった夢。
Yeah,
そんな夢を繰り返してたわよね。
we did. Feels bad. Yeah. And after ending those dreams, instead of waking up, we forgot everything and started it all again.
ほんと、どうなってるのかしら。あそこまで行けばどの夢だって目を覚まして叱るべき続きがありそうなのにね。
Maya said there might have been versions of us who did move on like that.
枝分かれとパラレルワールドって話かしら。まあ、そうであっても別に構わないというか、そうであってくれた方が私たちも救われるわ。
God, this game.
だってそうでしょ。私たちの誰もが望まないこんな夢で全部が終わりなんて悲しいじゃない。幸せだった。幸せになれそうだった私たちは私たちで続きがある。そう思った方がよっぽど幸せだわ。
So it's basically telling you, if you liked one of the endings from the other girls, you can basically say that they continued on from that point. I thought you might say it wasn't realistic.
目の前にあるものが現実よ。そういう意味じゃ夢だって現実の一部だわ。
I like that thinking. As we talked, we walked down the hallway, which seemed to never end. I could see the end of it, but no matter how much time passed, we didn't make any progress. It was like it went on forever. That'd be weird. Like you're walking, but you're not going anywhere. Club President probably noticed this too, but she didn't show any sign of concern.
それでトール、気づいてると思うんだけど。
All emotion suddenly left Club Prez's face.
私たちはお兄さんに選ばれたはずなのに夢だったことにされた女だって分かってるよね。
Yeah, and that's why this is hurting me a lot. I know. I'd realized back there with her, Saka.
それで何か言うことはあるかな？
I'm going to end this dream, so I want you to help me catch Alice. I said it honestly and straight to her face. What else was I gonna say? Club Prez's expression relaxed, but she didn't look away either. Then she sighed.
ほんと残酷だね。
I don't try to be. This is all a cruel game. I don't think I could stand it if our places were reversed.
まったくその通り。今は他の女を追いかけてるから一時期彼女だったはずの女にそれを手伝えたなんて刺されても知らないよ。
Saki's gonna do the stabbing. I won't run or hide if you decide to do that, but I'd like you to wait until everything's all over, okay? I didn't intend to rely on everyone's compassion forever. Once this dream was over, I intended to take as much responsibility as I could.
よし、言ったわね。なら今はそれで納得してあげるわ。
Her expression changed all at once to a smile as she hit my shoulder. Ow. That was more like the usual Club Prez.
とりあえず私もさっきからあちこち行ってるみたいだけど、どれもこれもこの夢で見てきた風景みたいなのよ。
A trip through memories?
結局この夢って最初から最後まで何かしらの思い出を巡ってることばかりだったわよね。
Well, except for when Maya was hiding. Starting with Saki's dream up until now, it had mostly been dreams of our pasts. We were walking down a never-ending hallway, but it wasn't like we weren't doing anything. Even if we didn't say anything, we were doing what we needed to. So, Club Prez.
分かってるわ。
Thank you. Club Prez gave a beautiful, anxiety-inducing smile before throwing open a classroom door right next to us. Aha! Why what? Why did I come through that hallway, or why am I here? Well, that didn't fucking work, did it? Oh, I charged straight at Alice. Like a fucking... who was standing next to a classroom window. Alice tried to get away. Her hand went to the window. Oh, no, you don't! I thought I had her cornered, but Alice opened the window. She had almost jumped out when... My hero. Just like Maya, Club Prez materialized out of thin air because she's the most powerful one out of all of us. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, she's in the... Oh, boy. I mean, it is that timeline, I guess. And she wasn't wearing what she had been before. Instead, she was in that outfit from when she had indulged in the dream and stolen Maya's power. The open window was now closed, and Club Prez ran her finger along Alice's cheek.
さっき歩き回ってたのはね、トールはアリスを探してたみたいだけど、私はそのあなたを捕まえるためだったの。ねえアリス、あなたいくらこの夢の大元に繋がってるとはいえ、ここは私の夢よ。
This is my world!
そこで私とトールがいて、そう簡単に逃げられるわけがないじゃない。
Oh my god, that giggle. Club Prez giggled like a certain someone, yeah, as Alice took off running. Weaving through the desks, she went out the door at the end of the room and back into the hallway. What the fuck? Why didn't I, like, block off her exit? What am I? Wait, Alice! Club Prez and I had set a trap in the hallway we just walked down. It was now full of those plants that appeared in nightmares. Oh, vines and stems caught on Alice's legs, slowing her down. I didn't want our work to go to waste, so I ran after her, careful to avoid the plants, because I feel like those plants will attack anyone. Alice seemed to be hesitating as well, because her gait had grown unsteady. If she really tried, she should have easily been able to erase these plants.
Alice, というかその本人だっけ？夢を終わらせたくない。その気持ちはよーくわかるわ。
Oh, she does! Oh, it hurts! Please, Club Prez said as she suddenly appeared next to me, as if this had nothing to do with her. Just by listening to her, you wouldn't think that she actually understood it.
だったらなんで？何度だって繰り返せば君の願いだって叶うかもしれないのに。叶ってしまえばその夢を見ればいい。見続ければいいのにどうして？
I've been down that road.
けれど成功するまで私は失敗し続ける。トールが失敗させに何度もやってくるわ。
Yup. Just like last time.
その度に思うの。ああ、これで終わりだって。あいにくその後トールがどういう責任の取り方をしたのかは知らないんだけど、それでもきっと目を覚ました後、私は不幸にはならないはずだわ。
I don't think so.
そんなのわからないじゃないか。わかるわ。私トールのこと信じてるもの。
Oh, the trust. With a giggle, Club Prez, Yayoi cast me a suggestive sidelong glance.
失敗して納得したの。だからもう繰り返さないし、私はトールを信じる。これでいいって納得したから。どうして わからないの？それともわからないふりをしているの？
Oh, she was here, and yet not. All of a sudden, Yayoi, who I had thought was next to me, took Alice by the hand. She's far more powerful than we could possibly imagine.
納得したくないのかしら。だとしても大丈夫。トールはきっと無理やりにでもいつか諦めさせてくれるから。
She knows that too. God, this is great. Although it's tearing me up inside, it's still fucking amazing. Don't make promises on my behalf.
あら、だけどそのつもりでしょ？
And that's what we would do. I couldn't say she was wrong.
稽古も認めた。私も納得した。それが分かったなら、自分が納得するまで諦めを探しに行きなさい。
Club Prez pulled Alice up by her hand. Oh, she then threw Alice through an open door next to them. Alice's scream gradually faded as she fell through that door. Guess where I'm going. Ah! What are you doing? You had her!
私じゃなくて、トールがきちんと捕まえないと。ほら、早く。
I fucking love you, Yoi. She tried to push me into that darkness. Club Prez!
名前で呼んでって言ったよね。
She suddenly said with a serious expression, and pushed me through the door. Ah!
絶対女にいつまでも頼るな。バーカ。
I had one final glimpse of her mischievous smile, and then it was on to another dream. Oh boy. Oh Jesus, you know where I'm ending up now. Oh, this is fantastic. I love this. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am right now. After being pushed by Club Prez, the next thing I knew, I was lying on my bed in my apartment. Oh boy. Had I woken up? Nope. That was my initial thought, but I didn't think Club Prez would wake me up in that situation. Uh-huh. I sat up confused, and my eyes immediately met Saki's. She was looking down at me.
おはよう、兄さん。
What's morning? Morning, Saki. Although we're still in a dream. Like hell, these plants would actually be able to grow in my actual apartment.
ええ、そうね。ここは夢の中だわ。
Saki looked like she wanted to complain about something, but held back. She wore such a cheerful smile that I couldn't help but smile back. She grabbed me by my shoulders. Uh-oh, boy. What? Huh? I came here to chase after Alice. Come to think of it, there were a lot more leaves and ivy covering the bed than usual. Saki's clothes were a bit disheveled, causing me to feel a sort of deja vu, not to mention an unpleasant premonition.
ええ、そうね。マーヤちゃんにここに連れてきてもらって、私もいるんだけど。
Oh, yeah. Saki's grip on me got stronger. Is it almost time for the stabbing?
今、ここがどんな夢だか、兄さんは分かってないのかしら？
Let's see. There was my apartment. Saki's clothes were messed up. There were a lot of plants on the bed. After seeing her, Saki, and Club Prez's dreams, and thinking of a dream that had to do with Saki, no way.
気づいたかしら？
Shit. Wait, I'm not the one who chose the dream!
分かってるけど。本当に、ここに来るまで二人に会ってきたのよね。五体満足なんて、どんなごまかし方をしてきたのかしら。
Magic. Wait, Saki, I can explain. I'll tell you why I'm chasing Alice.
そんなの知ってるわ。夢を終わらせられそうなんでしょ？
Saki slowly loosened her hold on me. I felt briefly relieved, but she was still smiling brightly.
それとこれとは別よ。
Are they? What?
まったく、全部思い出しちゃったじゃない。兄さんにこんなところで抱いてほしいなんて言ったことも。
Jesus.
その後、なんだかんだで私とどうして付き合うようになったかも。
I know. It hurts. Back sprite. Saki looked away awkwardly.
わからないのは最後だけ。私たちは目を覚ました後どうなったのか。繰り返してるだけだからそんな夢はないのかもしれないけど。
Saki?
つくづくここにいる兄さんはそれを選ばなかったのよねと思って。
I understand. Hey Saki, I said this to Club Prez, but
何を。
when this dream ends, if everyone remembers, then I'll take responsibility for what happened, okay? So will you help me out a little? Saki heaved a big sigh as if to say I didn't understand. What?
きちんとその気があるのはいいんだけど、まさかどんな状況でも私が兄さんを手伝わないわけがないでしょ。
Grumbling, she fastened the button on her button to her outfit.
なのにわざわざそんな条件を出してくるなんて傷つくわ。
Don't give me this music. But just now you were complaining about how I didn't choose you.
当たり前でしょ。兄さんのこと大好きなんだから。言っておくけど恋人になってあんなことになって。私かけらも後悔してないわよ。起きて覚えてたらけじめつけてくれるのよね。
I will. Yeah.
それじゃ忘れないようにしないと。
Pound that into my head. Saki pulled out a key out of her pocket and handed it to me. I tilted my head. I'd never seen this key before. What's this key for?
私たちがこうなった原因の鍵。私とマーヤちゃんの寝ていた子供部屋の鍵よ。
Oh. I felt a chill. I did too, actually. I just got goosebumps from that. If it had been me from a short while ago, I might have thrown the key away, but now I held on to it. If the door had been locked, then maybe all that wouldn't have happened. But why are you giving me this key now?
さっきマーヤちゃんが来たのよ。兄さんに渡してちょうだい。ここで待ってれば間違いなく途中で来るからって。
God, I'm probably about to get super emotional. I see.
ねえ兄さん。
Saki started to say something.
私に助けてほしい。
I had heard these words from Saki once before. I do, yes. I answered the same too. But compared to back then, the meaning of what I was saying, as well as my conviction, were completely different.
ほんとしょうがないんだから。正直いろいろと頭にくるし納得もしてないけど、ここまで来て見捨てられるわけがないでしょ。
I'm sorry.
年下の女に甘えて頼って本当にしょうがない兄さんなんだから。
I rely on a lot, though. Let's be real. I'm sorry.
本当に悪いわ。ただ甘えられるのはそんなに嫌いじゃないし。ねえ兄さん、どのくらい私が必要？
A lot. Saki teased, but her eyes were serious. I can't live without you. When I answered this way, Saki smiled in resignation.
兄さんは私が妹じゃないとまだ怖い？
But to these words I answered, no, I'm okay now. I had accepted what happened to Maya and overcome it. Even if Saki didn't take Maya's place anymore, I'd be fine.
よし。
Saki gave a slight fist bump. That's all what I heard. That's what I thought she did in her voice. Then she smiled at me.
なら目を覚ました後が本当の勝負ね。
Yup.
よし。
Yup. She murmured before coming closer. She embraced my head and kissed me. Jesus Christ, woman. I could feel the softness of her lips, and from between them, the warmth of her breath.
なーにそんな驚いた顔して。
Well, it was just so sudden, and I'm not, Yeah.
私を選んだ兄さんじゃないとでも言いたいのかしら。おあいにくさま。
I'm doing this now.
これはもっとその前に兄さんがごまかした分よ。
Hey. No. She stuck out her tongue as though licking something off of her lips.
私が妹でいてあげるからキスしてほしいって言ったとき、おでこでごまかしたわよね。
That's because...
言い訳はいいわ。だって今その分はもらったし。
You get out there, you little scamp. I took Saki's hand and finally stood up from the bed.
それじゃあ兄さん、いってらっしゃい。その鍵ならきっと行こうと思ってたところまで戻れるはずだから。
Yeah. From here, I could see the dreams I had repeated. That wasn't a dream where I was with Maya again, but instead, really, I wonder how well Maya understands me.
きっと全部よ。だってマヤちゃんだもの。
Maya is yeah. Then Saki saw me off. We went to the entryway of my apartment. Even though we were inside, for some reason there was a keyhole on the door. I'll be on my way, I said casually, to disguise the fact that my hands were shaking and that I felt anxious about what I was about to do. Dude, I'm anxious.
怖いならおまじないしてあげよっか。
Like what? I'll pass, because I don't know what sort of surprise you'd inflict on me. Saki clicked her tongue slightly. Bye, Saki. Have a nice night, and see you tomorrow.
いってらっしゃい。
Oh. I nodded. Oh, this is gonna be real. And went through the door. I knew Alice would be on the other side. I had her cornered. Oh, God. Here we go. Oh, boy. I made it back to the forest. After tracing everyone's dreams and my memories, I'd had the feeling this place would be next, and I was right. I'd used that key, so there was no way I wouldn't end up here.
呆れた。
And it all leads back to the forest. In the center of this treeless area of the forest where Maya usually stood, Alice was waiting. Why?
トールがここまでなりふり構ってないだなんて。いくら逃げようとしても結局ここに戻ってきちゃうんだもの。
Of course, because I'm the only one who could return from this forest at night. Damn, that was the one rule of this dream. I'd had this nightmare for years. There was no way it would change that easily. Even now, after I had accepted what happened to Maya.
そこまでしてなんでトールにとってもこの森は辛い場所なんでしょ？
We accepted everything now. It's fine if it's just painful. It's not like I'll actually die. Actually, I had almost died, but that was a long time ago. Me being here now wouldn't lead to that. And this place is me and Maya's dream, so Toriumi wouldn't be able to interfere at all. Alice looked at me in silence, as if to say I was correct.
何のつもり？
What do you mean?
ここに私を追い込んでどうするのって言ってるの。私は僕が結局何をしようとしてるか知らないんだよ。それにこんなところに来たら余計にわからなくなる。なのにどうして私を追いかけるの？なんで？
To help you, Alice. In order to do that, I need you to help me with something. Right now, it would actually be helpful if Toriumi was trying to rewind things.
なんで私が必要なの？
Oh, Alice tried to back up, but I grabbed her hand. You ain't escaping this time. The final piece had been gathered. So I can go to where I want to be in this dream. It was something even I hardly remembered. I tried to remember it, but my own body had been worn out, so I hadn't committed it to memory. If Toriumi is trying to rewind things and do it over, then I have to go back even farther than that. Oh God. But I don't remember that time, so I have no choice but to have you take me there.
私がトールと一緒にいたのは僕が見てる夢のところからだよ。それ以上前なんて戻せるわけが。
Please. I want to go back to that time at the hospital. Even if it's just a dream. Alice caught her breath. Oh boy. I want to go to the place where you and I first met.
あれは僕であって私じゃ
Technically it is, though. Alice tried to shake off my hand, but I wouldn't let go. You're one and the same.
そんなこと
Alice and Toriumi were the same. That's why I could get there.
トールにとって
He's got her. Alice looked up at me with tears in the corners of her eyes.
私と僕はどんな相手なの
It was embarrassing for me to say it again, but... I didn't know if Alice heard. My words were torn away by the wind. And as Alice's tears streamed down her face... Oh! Hello? My vision went white. Ah! Oh god. Hello? Space Marines? And so, after returning to the past a little at a time, I finally ended up here. The last time around when I was hospitalized after I collapsed from being unable to handle my lucid dreams. I would dream of the time Toriumi and I first met. This was my last chance. The dream I'd been aiming for. Oh my god. Oh, I'm here. Hello. I had woken up early that morning. Ah. I felt a little relieved to see that familiar room again. When I opened my hands, I noticed they were covered in sweat. Wiping them on the sleeves of my pajamas, I heaved a sigh. Oh, my head hurts. I'd been having a strange dream. Oh my fucking god. I was older, having become a second-year student at the main Tsukyu school. In the dream, I had been running around in dreams with Saki, who was also older, as well as a senpai from school, and some underclassmen. Jesus Christ. It was a dream, wasn't it? Ever since Saki had slapped me awake, I had been able to remember my dreams very clearly. According to the doctors at the hospital, they were called lucid dreams. Since I remembered my dreams, I couldn't get any rest when I slept, causing me to eventually collapse. That's why I'd been hospitalized here. They said if I could come to terms with my dreams, I would stop fainting, and then I could leave the hospital. Can I come to terms with them? My head was throbbing. A tiredness lingered in my mind. It was like I'd read a long book in one sitting or watched TV for a whole day. Thanks to that, I couldn't sleep well recently. And even if I could, I wouldn't get any rest. Even when I dozed off just now, it had happened automatically because of how tired my body was. But then my head got tired and I woke up with a headache. This state of affairs had gone on for quite a while now.
まったくそんなしかめっ面をして大丈夫かい
Yes, my destination. Huh? Huh? Surprised at the sudden voice, I looked to my side and saw a girl beside my bed. It was Toriumi, who must have come in through the window again. She was peering at me. On the outside of the windows of this hospital, there was a narrow ledge you could walk on. Okay, I was wondering. That must have been how she got in my room. It would have been cool if Toriumi came in gallantly, but instead she always snuck her way in. In spite of myself, I watched over her warmly. It was like I was watching a small child trying hard to do a pull-up. Oh?
なんだいその何とも言えないけれどとりあえず温かく見守っておこうという感じの眼差しは
You do understand. Before I could say anything, she pulled over a visitor's chair and sat down. She waved her hand in front of my face as I said nothing.
おーいそれでそんな顔して一体どうしたんだいまた怖い夢でも見たかな
So you could say that again. Toriumi gave an unpleasant grin. He reminded me of Maya. But thinking of her didn't hurt anymore. I'd overcome that. I had a long dream, but it seemed happy. No, I mean, it was probably a scary dream. I sighed and sat up.
怖い夢ね相変わらず君も大変だね
As she spoke, Toriumi arbitrarily poked through my get well confectionaries and picked one out. Is it okay for you to snack like that?
勝手に食べるな、じゃないのかい?
It's my food. I can't eat it all by myself anyway, so you might as well eat some before it goes bad. Though Toriumi just helped herself, she actually chose things that seemed like they would go bad soon. So in that sense, I had no intention of stopping her. Saki's family always brought a lot of stuff, so I didn't care if she ate it. Didn't the doctor get mad at you the other day?
そう固いこと言わないでほしいな。僕のご飯は君のやつよりさらに量が少なくて薄味なんだから。
Ew.
それに僕だって年頃の女の子だもの。甘いものは大好きなんだよ。
I feel like a lot of people like sweet things. Come on. She started nibbling a tart about the size of a saucer. Of course, she was spilling crumbs everywhere, but I couldn't stop her. We don't have to clean that up. Toriumi could only eat a little at a time, otherwise her body wouldn't accept it. Don't blame me if you throw up again.
僕の貴重なおやつタイムにわざわざそういう話をするか、君は。
God, you're only able to like eat a little bit and then you throw up. Oh no. Then don't throw up. I started to raise my voice. I did too, but didn't really have the stamina to keep it up. I nearly went limp, but managed to endure it, trying to catch my breath.
難儀だね。別に体のどこが悪いってわけじゃないんだろう。
I'm a bit out of shape because I can't get enough exercise, and I'm exhausted.
そんな引きこもり程度に不健康で入院までしてたまるか。
It's more than that. That's true, but Toriumi seemed to be wary of throwing up, so she was really pacing herself as she nibbled away at the tart. I stared at her.
なんだいこれなかなか美味しいね。まだそっちの箱の中に残ってたはずだけど。
That's not it.
食べきれなかったら証拠を残さないために捨てるか食べるかしてくれると嬉しいな。
I'll eat it.
もったいない残すなというなら頑張るけど、その後どうなっても知らないよ。もっともったいないことになりかねないけど。
Throwing up is kind of the most like wasteful thing you can do. That's not it either.
じゃあなんだい？そんなに僕のことをじっと見て。まさか惚れたかな？
Don't even joke about that. If we're talking about your looks, then I think you're pretty, but
そうかな。ってなんでため息までセットなのかな？
You're always saying you're a beautiful girl, so why are you embarrassed when I say it?
自分で言うのと人に言われるのは違う。
Now, that's a different thing. People can say whatever the hell they want about themselves, but she said with a serious face.
だけどまあ、いくら見た目が良くても手を出すのはやめておいた方がいいね。僕はこれでもかっていうほど不良物件だよ。
Oh, damaged goods, no. Don't say that. There was still about half a tart left, but she was hardly making any progress now. You don't have to force yourself to eat it all.
そうかい？
Just put it back. She gazed at the tart in her hand regretfully.
ああ、もうほんとこんなタルト一つ食べきれないとかどういうことだ。体はあちこちやられてるし、病院から離れられないし、学校ほとんど行ってないから人付き合いもできないし、少し変わったもの食べると吐くし、海に連れて行ったら多分死ぬし、多分セックスをしても死ぬね。
Excuse me? Don't.
唯一の救いはキスをしてもうつるような病気じゃないってことくらいかな。そもそも病気らしい病気でもないし。
An illness that's not an illness? Or what the shit? Toriumi was always very pragmatic when she talked about herself like this. No matter how much I told her not to say such things, she never listened.
まあ、大人になるまで生きていられれば、なんとかなるかもしれないらしいんだけどね。
I haven't heard that. It can be cured?
言ってなかったよ。ま、望み薄なんだけどね。
So as long as she grows up, she's fine. With a sigh, Toriumi placed the half-eaten tart on the side table.
子供の体には使えない薬とか治療法とか、まあいろいろあるらしくて。
Oh.
そこまで僕が生きていて、治療に耐えられる体力があって、治療が成功して、まあボロボロなのは一箇所じゃないから、それを何度か繰り返して初めてなんとかなるってところかな。
She grinned.
どうだい？なかなか分の悪い賭けだとは思わないかな。
I think you'll be fine. I thought you said you liked betting against the odds. Don't tell me the odds. When we played cards to kill time, she was always making bets like that. So naturally, I usually won.
自分の命をベットしてまでそんなセリフは言えないな。
Yeah, but if you don't make that bet, you'll lose, won't you?
その分、ゲームには長く残っていられるけどね。
Toriumi said with a shrug, like it was someone else's problem.
しかし、君は心、僕は体。本当にお互い難儀なことだね。
That's the fucking truth and a half. My case isn't as bad as... Oh.
本当にそうかな。
Toriumi stared directly in my eyes. My case is pretty bad too, let's be real.
なあ、本気でそう思ってるかな。そう思えるほど、君の心や頭は大丈夫なのかな。
She put her hands against the edge of the bed. Unlike Saki or Maya, Toriumi didn't smell much like a girl. She smelled like the hospital, of disinfectants and medicine with a faint hit of sweat and the pastry she'd just been eating. That's because she stays in the hospital, of course.
これから折り合いがつけられる。本気でそう思ってるのかな。
Of course I do. Oh.
本当に？根拠は何だい？もしかしたら君もこれからずっとこうなのかもしれない。そう、僕と一緒だ。
Toriumi giggled. It felt familiar. But my head didn't start hurting.
僕の体はね、本当に分の悪い賭けではあるけれど、治る道が見えてるんだ。
This is something...
君はどうかな？
This is something I gotta live with. She poked the area where my heart was with her finger.
心の傷は人には見えない。けれど、僕には君のそれはとびきり重傷に見えるよ。明晰夢を見るようにして、なんとか自我を保ってるだなんて、とんでもない荒療治だ。普通じゃない。そして結局君はその明晰夢にゆっくりやられてる。わかるかな？いつも自分がどれだけひどい顔をしているのか。まるで幽霊みたいだよ。
Well aware. I don't care about that.
まあ、そう言うならそれでいいんだけどね。
With a giggle, Toriumi stared into my eyes. Even for a girl, she was thin. Her hair and skin, the color of her lips, just looking at them made me feel anxious for her.
最近、君もろくに物を食べられないらしいじゃないか。何か食べて吐くのは君もだろ？頭痛は？睡眠時間は足りてるかい？ここに来た時も午前中だっていうのに眠ったり起きたり、きちんと眠れていないんだろ
God, this would be like a weird experience, wouldn't it? It was just as Toriumi said. It seemed that I couldn't calm down when I was having a lucid dream. So I would have a nightmare, wake up, and then fall asleep from exhaustion as though fainting. My fucking life. And I would be dreaming the whole time, so I wouldn't get any rest. Just now, I'd been unable to eat most of my breakfast, so it was sitting on the side cart. Then I fell asleep and had a weird dream, and when I woke up, Toriumi was peering at me. What are you trying to say? Is it fun to torment me?
そんなつもりは全くないよ。むしろ元気なまま最後まで僕の遊び相手になってほしいくらいなんだけど。
The end.
それとは別に君に聞きたいことがあるんだ。そのためには君に自分をごまかさないで答えてほしくてね。
What do you want to ask?
うん。君は大事な大切な相手を失って今大変な目に遭っているんだよね。
Toriumi said with a gentle look in her eyes. Her attitude from before was gone.
なあ、生きているのは辛くないかい？
Oh god, the conversation! That was probably something that Toriumi thought about all the time. She couldn't go outside, and she didn't have anyone close to her age to interact with besides me. Or even if she did, they probably didn't care to interact with her, and if anyone found out she was wandering around outside her room, they would immediately take her back. I had seen that happen many times, but she came to my room, occasionally. Was that because she wanted someone to talk to? Or because she wanted to ask me this?
僕は分の悪い賭けが待ってる。君はそもそも賭けになるかすらわからないこれからが待っている。それまできっと楽しくもないし辛いことも多いだろうね。しかもいつまで続くかわからない。
God, we really are like two sides of the same coin, aren't we?
それでも君は生きていたいかい？
You're damn right I do. Oh. And what had Toru Naito answered back then? The current me slowly remembered. It was hard without Maya. With these lucid dreams and the adverse way they affected reality, I couldn't get any rest. So I suffered from headaches and dizziness. I had no appetite and sometimes threw up without eating, which means I'm literally just spewing out acid.
それでどうしたの？
Oh, Jesus. Back then, I gave up. Saki had helped me, so I wanted to live. And I didn't intend on running away into a dream anymore. Even so, I didn't know what was going to happen with my health, so I didn't care.
諦めたからどうにかなったの？
Jesus, not this time. Not at this time. Not at the time. But for some reason, eventually I got to the point where there were days when I could sleep without dreaming.
どうして？
I don't know. But thanks to that, I could rest before I collapsed, or rather after I collapsed, I suppose. And from there, I started coming to terms with my lucid dreams. But even if it is painful, you can't talk like that. The small me was sitting up in the bed. But from his mouth, I clearly said, no matter what happens, I want to live until the end. I don't think it's okay to die on my own. The current me declared this to Toriumi. Maybe this wasn't the Toriumi it had been until now. This was probably the actual Toriumi. The one at the root of everything. The one who'd given up and wished for dreams. It's been years since I stopped seeing you. Because of my dreams, I've collapsed, caused trouble for people, and been in danger several times.
辛くなかったのかい？
It was hard, and it still isn't easy. Honestly, I had resented my own body many times. But even so, I can't give up. I'm getting emotional, guys. That much I could say with certainty. My mind and your body, they're similar but different. And maybe you've got it harder than me. I'm not you, so I don't know. But even though living might be hard, I don't want to give up.
君は強いんだね。
No, I'm probably weak. It's the people around me that are strong. The people who supported me had been strong, so that's why I started to think this. I had no intention of giving up or losing. At least I won't give up anymore. Even if it gets worse and terrible things happen to me, I'll try my hardest until the very end to live normally.
僕は
Do you want to go to the beach together?
あ、こんな時に何言ってるんだ。
Beach ups? No. You want to go, don't you? Then let's go. We can go to school together too. We'll be in the same class. You'll be able to eat delicious things a little bit at a time. And even if you don't finish it, I'll eat it. And you'll get to where you can eat it all.
その根拠は
The hope. You just have to win the bet, right? Are you playing with the intent that you'll lose from the start? Then intend to win first. You hate losing, don't you?
それで勝って何になる。
Fucking
ほとん
stubborn.
ど何も知らずに大人になって、そんな僕が何ができる。
A hell of a whole lot, actually. You could go to the beach. I said point blank, I like that. Not only that, you could do whatever you want. I'm sure there are things you want to do. And I'll help you. I'll be by your side and support you.
じゃあ例えば僕が恋人が欲しいって言ったら。
Oh, hold on there. You gotta take me to dinner. If you fall in love with someone, then I'll support you with all my strength. I'll do anything.
僕みたいな相手、誰が好きになるものか。
Well, that's a lie. Well, I already love you, so... Oh, Jesus. Toriumi's face went bright red. Oh, I like that.
君はとんでもないバカだな。とんだ不良物件だって分かってるはずだろう。なんで
Damaged goods, I know.
一体どうして好きだなんて簡単に言えるんだ。
Because I know your good points very well. I remember Toriumi's ideal with her cheerfulness, optimism, and honesty.
だけど他に好きな子がいるんじゃないのかい。
Well, you could say that.
ほらやっぱりだ。仕方なくで付き合われても多分きっと嬉しくなくなる。
But don't worry. About that, well, when you get better, I'll tell you everything. I'll also tell you why I'm okay with that.
さっぱりわけがわからない。
Why?
そんな顔していつも倒れてて辛そうで、なのにどうして僕を助けたいなんて、頑張れなんて言えるんだよ。
Because I've gotten stronger because of the stream. Because I've been helped by people, so I wanted to help her. And because of Alice. I had my reasons, but I was unable to explain them. Because you looked so pathetic doing nothing but crying and complaining, Toriumi. I gave her a very unpleasant smile. Something straight from my sister. You really are pathetic. Even though the game hasn't started, you're complaining that you don't want to play.
なんでそんな言い方するかな。
It's true, isn't it?
そんな、今までは君だって。
I won't lose. I look straight into Toriumi's eyes. No matter how much I collapse, or throw up, or cause trouble for people, I'm gonna live. And if I ever stop doing those things, I'll pay my debts to those people. I'll keep trying until that end. So, I gently grip Toriumi's hand. I'll be waiting for you when we can go outside. So let's go to the beach together, okay? Oh boy. Oh, Jesus. What kind of answer did Toriumi give? What did she think? What sort of expression did she have? I can no longer see such things in this dream. I'll be waiting. I couldn't even tell if my voice had reached her. My surroundings were warped in white light. Oh my god. Oh, this entire time has been fantastic. Oh, my heart. What the shit? Oh man. Now just this scene right here. Oh, you see the things, everything's breaking. Hooray! I mean, we got, like, look, this is the perfect, like, cliffhanger, like, what you're looking at. Perfect cliffhanger image. Let's be fucking real. Oh God. Holy shit. I love this entire section. All of it. Oh God. Fan fucking tastic.